Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing well and you're keeping safe. So this is John Gen TV. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching and thank you for your big support. We are currently on 280 plus subscribers, so I can't thank you enough. Keep on sharing and keep on liking our content. Today we are going to be having an amazing guest in our show. We shall be speaking about among golfers a nightmare when it comes to the round of golf. Yeah, you're coming all the way from UAE or you're coming all the way from Nigeria or UK, headed to a place of your dream, maybe one of the golf courses that I would like to visit. It is Augusta National. So assuming I get to Augusta National and I meet the golf course has been aerated, the greens are already aerated, like what I'm showing you now here. This is the fairway in one of the golf courses here. The greens from here, you can see they have been, you can see snow from here. In the middle of the desert you can see snow. So this is the green of 18 on fire course. The whole course has been aerated, and therefore today we shall be hosting the greenkeeper at Jumeirah Golf Estate. His name is Stuart, and he will be telling us the importances, or what is this that we are calling or we are referring as aeration, and why it is done and how often it is done. So stay tuned, keep waiting, and of course keep on sharing. We are looking forward to an amazing show. All right, thank you so much. Whoa. Alright, okay, welcome back. This is John Gen TV, and finally our guest is on the show. And of course, as we said before, we are here to speak about aeration. Aeration happens to be a nightmare to so many other golfers, and Stuart, who is a superintendent at Jumeirah Golf Estate, is here to explain to us why and how often it is done. But before we get to that point, we'd like Stuart to introduce himself, tell us more about himself, and then we shall get into the interview.
Hi everybody. First of all, thank you very much, John, for inviting me onto your TV channel. Giving me the opportunity to explain more about what we're doing here at Jumeirah Golf Estates, about greenkeeping in general. So this week the fire course is closed. I'm just going to go through what we've done, why we do it, why it's very important for the golfers, what the long-term benefits that that creates.
Amazing. Welcome Stuart. And of course, we are so honored for you to grace this show. And of course, I know we are going to have some feedbacks from various golfers and those who love the game of golf. So today, maybe you can tell us what is this we are calling aeration.
Yeah, so aeration is different techniques of removing thatch from the soil, basically. Now, thatch is organic matter that builds up throughout the season, throughout the growing season and the golfing season. And it's just dead organic matter that's building up in the surface, which creates poor drainage and more difficult to manage good turf grass. So we use these opportunities to either scarify hollow core and then add some fresh sand into that profile. So for the golf season, the turf, whether it be the greens, tees or fairways, can just be much healthier in a better growing environment.
Amazing, thank you so much. And maybe Stuart, because like for example, as I said in the intro, maybe my favorite golf club maybe to visit in future, it is Augusta National. Wow. Coming all the way from Kenya, and then I happen to go to Augusta and I find they have just done green aeration. Maybe as a normal golfer, I feel disappointed because maybe of the speed of the green and so on. Could you tell me, or could you tell the golfers why we do the aeration?
Yeah, so as I touched on before, without aeration, the turf grass and the soil will just continue to decline. So aeration is so important to ensure that the turf grass is playable for a longer period of time. And what we do, if we don't do it, you know, after 4 or 5 years, the turf is going to be very poor. It's going to be very soft. There's going to be a lot of organic matter in there. We're going to be spending a lot more on fertilisers and chemicals just to keep the grass alive. And aeration is just an essential practice. You know, it's like for a human, you know, brushing your teeth. You know, if you don't do it for a certain amount of time, what happens to your teeth? So aeration is very similar and essential. And what we need to try and do in golf is to understand it, number one, but two is just to accept it as a normal practice on any golf course. The more aeration you do, the better the turf condition you do.
Right. Okay, that's amazing. So, in short, according to me, what I do here is to check on the customer experience. So, you from your side, Stuart, on the green keeping side, it is also the same thing to improve the experience of the golfers. Even though they might feel disappointed about the aeration or the small holes that has been drilled on the green, it is part of your work, isn't it? Is it part of the green keeping to drill the green all the time, or how often should we do it?
As I touched on before, the more you do it, the better the turf can be.
Okay.
But a rule of thumb that we have is you want to impact 25% of the surface area within the period of a year. That's minimum. If 1 year you only do 20%, then actually you need to do 30, which is more aggressive. So then again, it goes back to, you know, we need to do it every year. We need to go aggressive, as aggressive as possible on the turf, because then long term we're going to be doing maintaining it better.
Right.
So twice a year we do it on both courses here at Jumeirah Golf Estates. The members and guests are very accommodating with allowing us to close the golf course so we can get the work done quicker with less disruption. And then what that means is the recovery time is also going to be quicker. If we get all of our work done in 5 to 8 days, then the recovery time is going to be 2 to 3 weeks. If it takes us 3 weeks to get it done, the disruption on the course and the surfaces is going to be up to 6 weeks. So we're working hard to get the golf course back so the golfers can enjoy it quicker as well.
Amazing. So maybe because I know, Stuart, it's all about technology. Your work is more about science and so on. Which other aeration methods are you doing, or if you compare to other countries like maybe UK, and bringing the comparison with the desert we are in?
It's a good question again, John. And we have a warm season grass here, so that allows us to go. It grows more aggressively because it's always warm here, except from a couple of months in the winter when it's not actively growing, which is generally December, January time. And there's cool season grass, which is in Northern Europe and those areas. So the practices that we do use, one is scarifying, which is basically it's a vertical blade, and it goes into the soil profile. So a normal cylinder would cut like this. A vertical blade is an actual vertical blade going into the surface, and that's just removing as much fat as possible. The second one, everyone's seen the holes on the greens every now and then, tees, fairways and approaches, and this is hollow coring. So what we're doing is we're actually punching into the surface, and that's removing part of the soil. That's removing a core which is full of fat. So those are the two main ones, scarifying and hollow coring.
All right. Thank you for the knowledge. Maybe as we wind up, Stuart, there is one more question maybe. How do you feel to manage 2 courses which are European Tour destination, or 2 courses which are championship courses? How easy is it to you?
No, honestly, I'm very happy to be here at Jumeirah. I've been greenkeeping for 15 years now, and it's been a dream of mine to always be at a facility as established as this. We might just get wet here with the sprinklers.
Yeah.
But it's an honour. I'm looking forward to the tournament. I'm looking forward to getting to know the members, staff and other guests a lot more. But also my main goal here is to improve the turf conditions and playing conditions for the members and try and take it to the next level. So that's what I'm excited about.
All right, thank you so much, and thanks for coming to John Jane TV. We do appreciate for your time. Until next time, when we meet Mr. Stuart, we shall talk more about the golf course and any other thing. So if you're happy to hear from Stuart, let us know. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course looking forward to see you here at Jumeirah Golf Estate. Thank you.